Hello, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a little video on the best modifications you can make to the Grom. These are more practical mods, comfort mods, that sort of thing, not so much aesthetics and looks. I'm not too worried about that. That's up to the individual. The first most important mod I did almost within days was buy a new shock absorber. And that's the original. And if you look closely there, there's no adjustment on that. Completely fixed. And it's like brand new. So you can see it's done probably a few hundred miles. So first job, bin that. I think the second mod I did was fender extenders. One on the front, one on the back. Because I hate my bikes getting filthy dirty. Why Honda didn't make like a full length hugger on there, I don't know. Next little mod, these nice billet inserts. The originals are just a plastic disc and not very good quality at all. I would recommend those. That's more of an aesthetic one. Another mod, handlebar grips. I've got pattern Honda ones there, but they're nice soft rubber, whereas the originals are really hard, plasticky, nasty things. Probably the next mod I did would have been change the tyres, because again they're a bit plasticky, not that great in the wet. So I actually changed to Anlas winter grips, which are very good, but they've now worn out, and I've replaced them with Kenda winter tyres, and I shall probably be changing them out again soon as well. Another mod, powder coated wheels, and that came about because I had a slow puncture I think in both wheels, and I couldn't suss out what the problem was, and it turned out to be corrosion on the inside, right where the valve stem is. So the only way to cure that was to take both wheels out, tyres off, clean it all inside, clean all the corrosion off, have them powder coated, new valves, which is another mod you ought to do because they're flimsy rubber affairs, not very good. The ones I've got in here are solid. I'll bring you in for a closer look in a minute on these mods. Right, another mod I did while the wheels were off was new wheel spacers. Now they're aluminium, anodised, really nice quality. They were good. The originals just corroded badly. They looked awful, and they weighed a ton. And they're Kidco ones from Ben's Bikes. Another mod I did pretty much straight away is the rear rack. And if you want any sort of practicality in a bike, you really need a rear rack. And that came from Thailand, but there are quite a few available in the UK now, so you don't have to pay exorbitant taxes like I did. A couple of mods which I think a lot of people will do is a phone mount. I've now got a quad lock phone mount and a USB charger. Always handy. I've got a screen protector on the dash. So that'll stop it getting scratched, hopefully. A bit like a screen protector on a phone. The chain adjusters, also replaced them with nice billet aluminium ones. I'll show you those in a moment. Because the originals are a pain, because when you take the wheel out, they just fall out. And when you come to put the wheel back in, you've got to juggle with all the spacers, the caliper mount and the chain adjusters all falling out all at the same time. It's a pain. So these billet adjusters lock in place. Well worth having. On the subject of chains, the chain as well. The chain corroded in the first winter. It was shocking. So that's now got a did, nice gold chain, which is far better. The sprockets also corroded badly, so they're now Kitaco ones, quite cheap and very good. Another mod which I did almost straight away, a kickstand foot. It might sound a minor thing, but that's been an absolute boon. You don't want your bike falling over on soft ground, and that's helped a lot, that has. I think that's about it. So I'll bring you in for a closer look on them. Right, there she is. Another little thing I forgot to say. The actual strap, the passenger strap on here, I took that off because I tend to slide right back in the seat, and that strap was, you could feel it on your arse. Only a little thing, but that's better off gone. Right, here's the rear shock. And that's a Racing Brothers shock from Ben's Bikes. I'm not sure if they still do this particular one. It was about £200, but it's fully adjustable for preload, and closely down there, also damping as well. I think it's just rebound damping and not compression, but it's pretty well adjustable, as much as you really need. There's the fender extender, which helps a little bit, but you still get dirt flying up everywhere. There's the chain adjusters. They were eBay specials. I think about £30, but they're quite nice quality billet aluminium. There's the valves. I think they were from Ben's Bikes. Solid aluminium. They actually work really well. Recommended for those. And the gold wheels. I think they cost me about £100 to have coated, but actually worth it, as the original finish on these wasn't the best. They chipped and corroded quite badly. There's the rear rack, bolts on there, which is actually very, very solid. Very solid mounts they are. There's a subframe that goes around here, and that can take quite a bit of weight. I've had quite a weight on that, probably 20 kilos. So that's a definite bonus, that is. And some kind of box or tail pack. Anything really. But put all sorts in there. Hello. There's a side stand foot. That's an essential. Gold chain and Kitaco sprockets. Looking a bit dirty now, but I haven't cleaned it properly in quite a while. There's the billet there's the billet inserts for the panels. They're lovely, they are. Honda style grips, quad lock, screen protector. Actually changed the mirrors as well. I haven't gone for the obvious ones like brake levers and clutch levers, because what's the point? I don't see the point. They work really well. That's about it. Just a few subtle mods, but actually make quite a difference. A little mod for the future is going to be another exhaust. I don't want one too noisy, but that'll be in a future project, I think. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.